Assalamu alaikum. In this video, inshallah, I will present about private self versus public self theme in Julius Caesar play. So it's one of the Shakespeare most famous tragic plays. Is that it's the character of Julius Caesar and true period at the old Roma, and that is not just a play about political conferences, but about internal conflicts that sometimes arise under these conspiracies. Which means it's a realistic event with Shakespeare additions as a displaying some event. There's the writers and historians have said that this is a third largest betrayal in the world, as this betrayal will lead the end of the Roman Empire, of course after Julius Caesar's death. So Julius Caesar was a strong ruler. It's not a dictator, and the public and people loved him. The verdict was in this time was a collective rather than individual, with two friends sharing the verdict. They are Protus and Cassius. Now, Protus was a noble man who loved Julius, unlike Cassius, whose eyes were full of deadly impassion. Of course, that's why Julius didn't trust him. So Cassius was afraid that people's love for Julius was turning his victories into a dictatorial ruler. The theme of a private self versus public self is also explored through the use of language in the play, and characters often use rhetoric to sway others to their point of view, highlighting the tension between their personal desires and their responsibilities to the state. Always in Shakespeare plays, we find characters who refuse private feelings by sacrificing personal needs and loyalty to a public. One of these characters, we find Protus himself sacrificed his feelings of love toward Julius because of the interest of the people and the Rome and of in his country. Also, another character, Julius himself, also believed that his public image would protect his own, so that no one would kill or harm him, because he think his strength in front of the people and the public will protect him from killing, and this is what made him not hear the words of the soothsayer and even his wife when she was dreamed that he was going to die. So she told him not to go, but he did not. Also, the public or the people in the streets who gave him the messages that there were people who wanted to kill him, but all these things didn't affect him. So much that he did not open the letters. He did not imagine that someone would kill him or want to harm him. Also, there is a point that Shakespeare and the political figure in Shakespeare tragic plays often sacrifice their personal feelings because of the public image. They turn it into the political machines without feelings, and this is what Protus got. His wife Portia, when she asked him what you are, or there's something different or change in you, and he repels and distance it from, because she is represent a human side of him and feelings, but also she rejects her. And this time he began to show the public image of the personal image. So this thing led the other to his death, and they even say that Protus remained guilty because he killed Julius. So when Protus died, he said not he will Julius' soul rest in peace. Caesar, as well as his wife Calpurnia, was also the private image of him. She told him not to go to the meeting, and instead on that, and all the time began to be confused that he would not to go and would surrender to a private part. But even the conspirator came and told him, this time in this meeting we will show you the offer for the interest of the state, which is Rome, and the interest of the people. Of course, again, he preferred the interest of the Rome and the people, which is the general or the public image of his personal interest, that he did not hear the words of his wife, and this again led him to die. And the strange thing is that Proteus did not check about the messages or the letters sent by the people who were inciting the killing of Caesar, and it's appear that he did not hesitate to show the general image of the personal or the private image, even though he loved Caesar. And that is why Shakespeare, who prefers the public interest to the personal interest, say that man turns into a political machine without feeling. Throughout the play, the theme of private versus public self highlight the complications of a human natural and the challenge individuals face when their personal desires clash with their public delegations. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video.